Shalom, 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 shalom. This is your brother Yael coming at you again with another quick video. I did a video earlier talking about the so-called Messianic prophecies that are recorded in the Gospel of St. Matthew. So I'm coming to share another so-called Messianic prophecy out of the book of St. Matthew. Let us look at Matthew chapter 2. And let us look at verse 16. This is the Gospel of St. Matthew chapter 2 verse 16. Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men, was exceedingly wroth, and went forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem, and in all the coast thereof, from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, or Jeremiah, saying, In Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and will not be comforted, because they are not. Okay, so we can see Herod was so mad that he ordered his soldiers, he ordered his people to go all through Bethlehem and all the surrounding coasts and to slay the male children. Might even slay the female children. We don't even know. He might have just slayed male and female. And this was in fulfillment to a prophecy that spoke of this event. Now, let's go to where we could find this at. And yes, see, is this so? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31. Jeremiah chapter 31. Yes, see, is this without a shadow of a doubt speaking of this event that happens in the gospel. Now here we are, Jeremiah chapter 31, starting at verse 15. Thus saith Yahweh, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping, Rachel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children, because they were not. Thus saith Yahweh, refrain thy voice from weeping, and thy eyes from tears, for thy work shall be rewarded, saith Yahweh. They shall come again from the land of the enemy. And there is hope in thy end, saith Yahweh, that thy children shall come again to their own border. So we could see that this is not speaking of a great slaughter of children. This was speaking of an event where the children of Israel was took into exile, and Yahweh is telling the mothers of Israel, saying, do not weep, because your children will come back to the land, will come back to you. So this is not a prophecy talking about Herod, King Herod, slaughtering all the kids trying to kill Christ. So once again, Mr. Matthew, whoever wrote the Gospel of St. Matthew, stop lying, because it is simply a lie. You have once again took a verse from the scriptures. And when I say scriptures, I am referring to the Old Testament, really the Tanakh, the Hebrew scriptures, the Holy Writ. So once again, we see whoever authored Matthew, once again, took a verse out, took something out of its context to make it say something that he wanted to say for an agenda. Because this is not a prophecy speaking of what they say it is talking about. So once again, we can see that's 2 down. And we see on both accounts, Mr. Matthew was found to be lying. So anyway, this is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levi. I will come to you again with another one. Shalom, love, and blessings.